Alright, so we're back. And believe it or not, the hard part's over. Putting all the seasoning, all the sauce, letting it sit. That probably takes a little bit longer than it does to actually cook it. So all that's over with. So now we're about 10, 12 minutes away from some good food. So we got the chicken right here. Take this out. Put that right there. I got my skillet. It's on medium heat. And then got my rice cooking right here. That's on full heat. So that'll come to a boil. And now, just grab your fork. Take the chicken. Just put it right here. So that's that. You're gonna cover that. You're gonna let that cook anywhere from about 8 minutes, since I already thawed out and everything. That's only gonna have to cook for 8 minutes. The rice over here, you're gonna want that to cook for 8 minutes, but only when it starts boiling. So what I do is just come right over here, get that kitchen timer, and we'll let the chicken start cooking. What I like to do is have to make sure I get all this extra sauce. Make sure I get it right down there on the chicken. Don't let any of that flavor get away. Yeah, buddy. It's on now. All that salt, all that pepper just sitting there, just trying to get it all in the plate. Alright. Then cover it. Let that cook. Another quick tip, if you really want your rice to be really good, one thing you can do is, instead of just letting it boil in all water, you can put a little bit of chicken broth or something in there. Maybe about half and half chicken broth, half water. And it gives your chicken a nice chickeny flavor. You don't have to add any you don't have to add as much salt or pepper to your chicken. I had the wrong skillet on. Can y'all believe that? You don't have to add any salt or pepper to your chicken or anything like that. And you can actually get a similar amount of flavor. And if you're eating chicken, it'll go really good with it. So that's gonna sit there. It's gonna take 8 minutes. Now I gotta let this water boil, so everything's not gonna time up like I want it to. That's what I'll do in the meantime, in between time, is start cooking up the frozen vegetables. Bam. I like to do, take the skillet. I think this is hot. Yeah, it's a little hot. So take the skillet. Just put like a little bit of water in it, not too much. You don't really need a lot of water to make frozen vegetables. Just enough actually to go over the bottom. And what you do is pour the frozen vegetables in there. Should be enough. If I wanted to open another bag, I could, but I don't, being lazy. That's still a little hot. And then you want to put the top on it. Put that on the heat. I like putting it on a high heat. Get a nice solid boil going with the vegetables, and I put it on medium. And the reason I put just a little bit of water in there is because you don't need the water all the way to the top. It's going to like waterlog your vegetables, and they're going to be a little waterlogged anyway, the frozen vegetables. But if you keep the water level low, you can let the steam get going, and the steam will actually cook it more than the actual boiling water. And that's always a good thing. So no one likes soggy vegetables. Alright, so the chicken's been going for about 8 minutes, so it's pretty much done. I flipped it halfway through. I'm going to flip it one more time. If you look at that one, you can still see all that seasoning on there, all that black pepper. Just flip it over, flip it over, flip it over, flip it over. Alright, so now those are pretty much done. What I like to do now is I just put the top back on it, and then I go ahead and just turn the heat off. And with these kind of hot plates, they don't cool down, you know, immediately. So I'll just leave it on the plate, and you know, the juices will still be bubbling and boiling and whatnot. So you get a little bit more time under the heat. Make sure that it's actually finished, and you know, you don't want any half-cooked chicken or anything like that. So that's just one thing I like to do. Also, it gives the sauce a chance to cool and thicken up a little bit, so it'll retain some of that flavor onto the chicken. It'll actually sit on the chicken better. And right over here we got the rice that's been boiling, and just water, no chicken broth. It's been out boiling for about 6 minutes. As you can see, the vegetables right there, I got them on low heat. Lots of steam forming up inside of there, so that's going to warm those up. And we're just waiting for the rice pretty much. So we got another 4 minutes on the rice, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, so the rice is done. Just going to add a little bit of flavor and seasoning to it. So we got it back on the eye. It's on really low heat. I'll just take a little tiny bit of butter. This could be deceiving. Just a little bit of butter. Just put it right in there. And then you just stir it in. Alright, that's it. Just gonna give a little bit of flavor to the rice. Then we come over here, grab some salt and pepper. Just a little bit of salt. A lot of bit of pepper. And stir it again. Dang, I'm spilling rice over here. And you can just smell it coming off. The mix of the salt and pepper and the butter is really good. Okay. So we put butter, salt and pepper away. Then take the chicken. Okay. Alright. So the chicken's done, the rice is done, the vegetables are done. So let's see, take out the chicken. I'm just gonna put it in my little Tupperware dish so I can eat some later. I'm only gonna have 2 pieces of chicken today. Then what I like to do is get these all around the sauce, stir up that sauce. Okay. Then the last 2 pieces of chicken on the plate. And to kick the rice up a notch, just stir this around, stir it around, get a little spoonful, put a little bit of that in the rice. So you got the sauce in here, you got the juices coming out of the chicken. Those have been boiling for a little bit, so we like to hope that it's sanitary and I'm not poisoning myself, but whatever. I'll let you guys know if I get sick. So this is all up to your discretion, you know, because that sauce is probably going to be pretty hot. Got some hot wing sauce in there. The buffalo sauce is going to add a nice, or the barbecue sauce is going to add a sweeter flavor to it. But you don't want your rice to be too hot, so it's all up to discretion. You always give it a taste, and you leave some there. If you want to add more, you add more. So come over here. Nice little bed of rice in. Go with the chicken, like so. Got your vegetables. on the plate. Go get your veggies. And yeah. Make sure everything's off. If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna enjoy my food. Man, I almost forgot to show y'all the finished product. It's not much left, but yeah, as you can see, like this chicken, see how tender that is? Just cut it right through, nice and juicy. It's really good. It's nice and tender when you bite it. It's still juicy, all the flavor. Really able to enjoy it. You guys see the rice? Far from boring. A little bit of a kick to it, but the barbecue saved it. A little bit of sweetness too. So that's chicken and rice. I eat a lot of it. Sometimes with barbecue sauce, sometimes with hot sauce, sometimes a mix like we saw today. And maybe next time I'll do chicken teriyaki. So I get to bust out the rooster sauce again. So see you guys next time.